in a universe where life does not end at death. We explore the infinite possibilities forged by our very minds. Welcome to Arthadian Anthologies. Before we get started, I just want to inform you that this series was recorded over Discord. If the quality dips, it's due to connection issues. Greetings, fellow travelers and storytellers. Welcome to a Reborn in Power series featuring Dr. Cal and his creation, Proto. Follow along as he learns how to live and survive beyond the confines of the Zelek dynasty. Dr. Cal, you recently escaped from the Zelek dynasty, the authoritarian, totalitarian society on the harbor run by Montezelek and the Daimo Cortex, a religious fanaticism to an extreme scale, believing that all Nugonians are the pure and all other species are sub-pure. And that Nugonians were created for a greater goal of some kind. You, however, were able to escape with the help from an old friend who recently passed. Well, not necessarily an old friend, more like an acquaintance that you met, another doctor that helped you realize the error of the Zelek dynasty's ways. And you were able to escape with a creation that the two of you were able to create before Dr. Venton, who was your ally, was executed. But you now have Proto, and you were able to get to a Core Command safe house where you met Commander Kurter and also Operative Micah. And they were able to give you back your memory. And as well as they were able to, I would say, entice you with a laboratory of your own, with no one in there. And you have spent, well, you spent the first day, practicing a little stuff, but now crafting a little bit. But now there's a bit more that's been happening. It feels like you were told that you were going to be able to get out of here sooner rather than later. 1 mark passes, you're in there kind of crafting along. Proto is examining everything that you do so that he could be an assistant to you. And then the next day comes along. The same routine kind of goes about, as you also have your own little snack station. You're able to eat, and you test out how Proto affairs with eating, and it seems like he takes in the nutritions just like you would, and it seems to revitalize him. And then another day comes by, and another, and another. In this time, I'd like you to roll me a craft check. Just craft, because I'm sure you're going to be crafting during this time.
What else would Dr. Count? Where did my D12 go? The only dice I need. There it is. The only dice in this entire game. You know, the D12. Oh.
Yeah, don't do what Arcantos did and roll a D20 thing. And he rolled a D20, rolled a 12, thought he crit.
Crit?
And he was like,
no,
he was like critical. I'm like, oh yeah, that looks like a D20 right there. He's like, oh fuck, oh.
Okay. Out of curiosity, Matt, is this taking place like over the week? This is the crafting check for the week.
Yeah, this is
the week or two's been happening.
Yes, this is a crafting check for the amount of days that you've just been kind of waking up, doing a normal routine.
To do this scavenging on this.
All right. Yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
So that is a rank 3 skill. D8, right?
If you have it at rank 3, then yes, it's a D8.
It's at rank 3. I leveled up.
Good.
In that last step. So that is a 7 and a 4, which equals 11, plus my intelligence, which is 23, and I haven't even added the crafting bonus. And
coding?
The coding bonus.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're at 20. We're at 23
plus,
and then we add a 5.
Okay.
So we're at 28. And then we add a 6.
All right.
So we're at
34?
34?
34, cool.
Yeah, we're at 34. You know, a decent low range roll.
So, let me roll my D100.
I think we were joking about making the thing into a weapons platform.
Okay.
But even if we're not, this is going to be one hell of a function.
Okay, I want to know, what specifically are you working on this, and like for, let's say, for
in 2 weeks, 2 marks.
We're gonna go for 5 marks.
So it's been
5 days.
That's days. That's days.
Yeah.
5 days.
Yeah.
Within 5 days, it would just be what is it always called? Applicating hell in engineering terms, basically just making sure this thing works how it needs to.
So
you're just focusing the problems with recoil.
You're focusing on the function. Okay, that's all I need.
Just the function.
Trying to figure out the applications of this function, the corner sight function, to be able to fire.
I was.
What was that?
I was supposed to write this up.
Focusing on this, there's one part of it that the recoil is still too much, and it's like a constant problem. You try to like fix it, but then it causes another issue on the other end, which it doesn't help. But you feel like you're close to figuring it out. You just need more time and probably more, perhaps like another set of eyes to look upon this issue.
I look over at Pro.
You look over at
Upset
Frodo.
of two perfectly functioning
You've been here.
biological eyes.
Yeah, you've been here for a week now, and Proto has just been analyzing everything that you do. And he's just sitting there, and he's like, "Why are you just staring at me like that?"
Proto, I need some help.
What do you need?
Do you have any idea how I can fix the recoil problem on this?
Watching you for the past week, it seems as though perhaps you might be missing a component that can't be found here.
Perhaps. I kind of look around. I'm like, probably can just make it. Let me think. How could we get just random parts?
Would you like me to try to exit this premises and find parts?
Well, I don't know if I can leave, but you should be able to leave.
Do you think so?
I guess we need... Let's talk with the core officer. They know more about the situation.
All right. They haven't been here for a week. Why do you think that is?
I'm guessing stuff is happening, Proto.
Stuff is always happening, but that doesn't change the fact that you are technically a prisoner here.
Well, true. Dr. Cal takes out his codex. In this time, he has been looking at like the same stuff as last time. He's like looking for problems with codexes to fix for his ultimate mental blueprint of a codex later.
Okay.
That he has not written down in this codex because he knows they're tracking his shit.
Okay.
Don't trust the government, kids. Edit that out.
No, I'm gonna keep that in there.
Oh, okay. That's okay. Then edit this out. The perfect idea. Okay, sorry. I found that really funny. He kind of looks down. I know he has Micah's codex, like ID, doesn't he?
Yes.
Operative Micah?
Yeah, Operative Micah.
Like, I do send a message to Operative Micah, is there a place where I can get some different parts?
Okay, are you sending this? Are you trying to send a holovid, or are you trying to just send it just straight up codex message?
Just straight up a codex message.
All right.
I know Micah's a busy person.
Okay. Well, so you send out, where can I get extra parts, right?
Yeah.
And you send that. You don't get his response back right away. But you see Proto just sits there and is still staring at you. He's like, "Are you sure you don't want me to try to escape the premises?"
Proto, I don't know how much they'll be able to track you. They're able to track me pretty well. You're a sin, so they should have a harder time. With your prime-like appearance, it should be easier, but we don't want to piss off the core command level here. Rather not make a scene. Also, you're not too used to social yet. Oh. Halfway in between that sentence, he looked down, and he's like, "Oh, there it is."
You look down at your codex and you see a new message from Operative Micah, saying, "Specify the details."
Let me think. Need a dampening coil. Something to counteract the Can I roll a mechanics check to try like thinking what could counteract this? I've imagined I've tried a few things at this point.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that'd just be straight mechanics. Assume that'd be the right.
I mean,
thing.
you could always add salvaging to the roll as well.
I don't feel like using stamina right now. Not on this. We use salvaging when it's a good idea. This isn't a good idea right now. I only can use that twice.
Well, I mean, technically you already rested during that other salvaging that you just did, because that was like for 5 days. So
yeah,
you need to spend the stamina, so you haven't spent.
I didn't spend the stamina. I'm just
okay.
I know, Matt, but I wait. I wait for my salvaging.
Okay.
I use
you wait until it counts.
I need it, not when I want to.
Just wait until you're higher level.
11 plus 27. Is that right? That's not right. 23.
Okay.
Sorry about that.
Oh, sorry. Drinking water over here. 23, you say? Yes. So, thinking about this, you think about all the different things that you've studied back in the academy inside the Zedek Dynasty, about the technicians courses and things that might help with dampening recoil. You recall that there is a specific type of metal alloy that is used for different kinds of shieldings on armor. And that shielding was specifically made to mimic a specific type of metal. This is a lower grade metal, but it allows for it's almost like rubber in a weird way, but it's also
really interesting.
Yes, it's very, it's unlike other metals. You remember this metal to be
non-Newtonian? Is that the word? Kind of would be like non-Newtonian, like a non-Newtonian fluid, like where it's like solid when it's impacted hard but soft.
Yeah,
otherwise,
it's like a form of like a rubber metallic.
Okay. Do I know the name of this thing? This specific alloy.
As you think about it, you recall the name. The alloy is called. Let me pull this up. It is. It's called Destroyt. I will send you the spelling of it.
I thought you said Detroit for a second.
Destroyt.
Okay. I typed that back to Micah. I'm looking for Destroyt.
Destroyt.
That is an interesting. Yeah, that's an interesting spelling.
You send it back to Micah. After like a moment, you get another, and you see the message, and he says, "Got it. We'll be bringing it over in 1 week. Apologies. There is a lot going on."
I'm just trying to like put the codex down.
What is wrong, Creator?
Well, it'll be another week until we can get the material we need.
Are you sure you do not want me to go and try to find it for you?
Proto, you don't know social mannerisms enough for me to trust you on your own.
I have been scanning you this entire time, Creator. I understand social mannerisms like you do.
That is not a good thing. That's actually probably worse for you. Then, Proto, you'll stick it out like a... I am not what you would call a normal person, Proto. Not even in Ugonian, well, not even Ugonian style, not even in Deimos Quartets. I was a normal person. I doubt I am here.
I guess I understand.
You don't have a lot of experience outside of the lab.
The only way I can gain more experience outside of the lab is to go outside of the lab.
Yes, but I don't know how dangerous it is out there.
It is okay.
Who knows how long the Deimos Quartet is going to be looking for us?
I am dangerous. And they cannot track me. Dr. Venton made sure of that.
They cannot track you. What? When did he do that?
When you placed
I paused.
When you placed the like, last coded information into my database. The one that you gave to me. The one that he gave to you.
Oh. Right. He rubs his head a little bit. Yes, I guess. Would you know where to even start looking for it, Proto?
What am I looking for?
Destroyed.
Destroyed. Searching the database.
Destroyed.
Destroyed is an alloy found in the Savar system. Savar system is approximately 10 sectors away from the harbor. It would take us without a drive. It would take us approximately 748 cycles to get there.
Yes, Proto. I know. We don't have a ship. Look over at Proto like, there's a reason we're still here.
Shall we acquire a ship then?
I don't have money, Proto.
Then how do we acquire money?
That's why we're working on this project, Proto. To get some money, to get the ship, to get out to people.
So you are telling me that in order to get money, we have to finish this project. But in order to finish this project, we have to get an alloy that we can't get for another week because Core Command is busy.
Yes, Proto. Yes. That is exactly the problem we are facing.
So we are following laws of this group. I suppose currently, it is fine.
We are following their laws.
Dr. Venton trusted them to keep you safe. I suppose it is fine.
Yes. Right now, it is fine. We can get off of this planet and go elsewhere. We'll deal with that when we can.
So what do we do for another week?
That is the question, isn't it?
Do we create something else? Maybe something that doesn't require destroyed.
Let me think what else I had planned. And Dr. Cal actually opens up his codex. This is actually another idea I had planned.
Okay, you
go and
open up your codex.
He swipes to a new file blueprint that he hasn't really worked on.
All right.
And what this thing is it's a railgun.
A railgun.
Like it's a straight up railgun. Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely a heavy ranged.
Yeah.
It's a lighter railgun. It isn't like a straight up.
No,
it's not like
a fucking turret.
Not like a.
It's not a turret.
It's not a turret. No, okay. It's like a. It's like a handheld. It's like a marksman rifle almost, if you know what that is. Where it's not exactly meant to be stupidly accurate like a sniper, but it's not as fast firing as like a combat rifle.
Yeah. Makes sense.
And he kind of switches to that. And the thing with this was also another smart gun. On the end, it was supposed to have a range measurement system. So it would automatically like figure out all the stupid sniping stuff you have to do. Because when you're going long distance, you have to like calculate wind and everything else. If you're going far enough distance, you even have to calculate the curve of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
But basically the thought was it would do all that for you. So it's just you had to aim down the sights and choose a target. And it would automatically do it for you. It shouldn't require as much materials because it's designed to, be for two-handed and not be a very weird recoil.
Yes, understandable.
I would assume that it would have to be probably its own weapons platform, as far as I understand, because I think most of your stuff is either traditional or laser bullets, aren't they? Sorry, photon bullets. Those are the two I know. They seem to be traditional.
I'm assuming this would be kinetic damage, right?
This would be kinetic, probably, yeah.
Okay. Well, over the course of the week, we can say that you begin the preparations for this railgun. I feel like this.
Yeah, I start working on that project. That one's definitely a longer project.
Yeah, it's going to be a longer project.
I will say that.
As you do work on
this, that's its own weapon platform.
I would like you to roll me another craft check as you're going to try to gather up all the materials and prepare to make something along these lines. Maybe just a shell. Maybe just a shell of it.
Oh, that's a really low roll. And then I'm going to use salvaging if that's fine.
That is fine.
Yeah. Okay, so oh my god. Salving and dice together, this is all a 9. So 9 plus 4 plus 5, that is 14, plus coding, which is 6, equals 20. 20 on top of 32 again? 32.
32?
Yeah.
Alright. As you spend the week working on this, you also have Proto helping alongside, and you're able to craft, you feel like it is like a shell of this railgun. You feel like the only thing that you're missing is the energy canisters that need to be stored into the railgun to actually fire off shots.
I imagine this entire time I've more or less been working on the computer aspects of it.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Like, some of the basic, like, figuring that out. So it's basically just a really smart scope right now.
Yeah, I would like you to roll me a coding check as well.
Coding?
Yeah.
I know coding. I can't salvage on coding.
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I can't use coding. I can't use salvaging on coding. so bad. From what I'm ever going to do with a plus. How much do I have in coding? Plus 6. So that's a 12, 24.
24.
I'm not rolling high. I'm rolling actually low. I just have good modifiers.
Yes, yeah. That is the point of the game. Okay, so
I know it's just
that.
Disappointed I had.
With that, you're able to spend most of your time coding basically the construction, like the construction of this scope mechanism that is way more in depth than any scope mechanism of any gun that you've seen or you've encountered in your time.
Yeah.
And
as I'm working on this, I'm like, I probably should have just made this a function. This way. In the middle of working on this entire thing. Like halfway awake, I look over at Proto and I'm like, no, bro, I think I was being hit with this. Proto says whatever he says.
Proto looks at you as like,
sorry.
Proto looks at you as like, you know, a lot of this would be much better if we were able to go out.
I know, Proto, I know.
I am just saying.
I will talk with them after. I know, Proto. Proto is at his angry teenage phase. Already. They grow up so fast. Those AIs.
Hey, those AIs.
That you made out of a dead man. Your only friend. Who's now dead.
After...
The more I talk, the more tragedy it gets.
After the second week
okay, sorry.
After the second week, you suddenly hear outside a spacecraft of some kind comes and lands. And then you hear the sounds of doors opening. And then a door slides open. And then you see someone walking down the hall outside. And it is Operative Micah. And you see him walk up to the laboratory. He opens the door and he looks over at you. He's like, "Hello."
I look like a kid on Christmas.
And he has a suitcase.
Showing up.
He has a suitcase. He comes up and he opens it up, and Proto looks over at Operative Micah, is like, and looks over at you and waits for you to say something.
Did you get the material I asked for?
Yes, I have the destroyed right here. And you see he opens it up, and you see the what looks like a ball, and he grabs onto it, and you see him throw it to the ground. It bounces back up, and he catches it like a bouncy ball, and then he goes and throws it to you.
I try to catch you.
Okay, go ahead and roll me a.
Is that gonna be a
just give me
of course.
Give me a straight agility.
Straight agility?
Yeah.
Oh no. 9. I have decent agility. I just rolled low.
Okay, well, you go and barely catch it. It hops in your hands a little bit, and you have it. It is solid. You know, it's weird that it was able to bounce like how it did, but it is solid.
Curious. Interesting.
Have you? So, what is this for exactly?
Oh, funny. Our prototype looks a little bit more than it did last time. Because I think the only problem I was having was recoil, right?
You're starting to sound like a robot right now.
Why? A sec.
Internet being. Well, I mean, it's also Discord too. It might be my end too.
About now.
That sounds better.
And do I still sound fine, or is it crapping out again?
It's crapping out a little bit, but I mean, I can understand you to an extent. It's just hard to hear. But what did you say about the you were talking to Operative Micah?
Okay, yeah. I was basically just asking if, because I've been working on the prototype, if the prototype looks more finished.
Oh, yes. The prototype looks more finished. It looks more finished. It's just the recoil. Like, it is the recoil part that needs to be fixed.
So Dr. Cal goes up and grabs the unloaded gun. Dr. Cal knows gun safety.
All right.
And he starts showing Operative Micah, and he kind of moves the barrel to show the interesting part of it. It's like the idea is it can shoot around corners. I had a few other ideas for higher functions later, but its recoil is hurts in a simple term.
May I?
When firing at a 90-degree angle.
May I test it?
Is it going to take more of a redesign to get this material working on it?
Possibly. If you're able to, you know that Destroyed actually has a property to it where it can be molded in a specific way because of its elasticity to the metal.
You can try it, but I would warn you that the recoil might hurt a little bit, but you should be more used to it than I am.
Of course.
And I kind of show him how the thing operates, just to let him know.
All right. Yeah.
I get a quick demonstration of how it operates.
He goes to.
And then I hand him the gun.
He goes to use it. Very carefully, he aims, and he's like, "Are you sure this is it can shoot in a direct angle?"
I mean, I fired it quite a few times last week. It should be fine.
All right, and then you see him aim directly forward, and then you see the mechanism, the corner sight function begins to operate, and you see it begin to take the information and go and decide an angle, and you see him fire, and it fires back, and it goes straight into the dummy, and the dummy gets hit, headshot. And
did it feel better for you?
That definitely hurts my hand. Yes, I do believe.
You understand why I needed the material.
Yes, I do understand, but that is useful. Yes, definitely fix that up, and I'll talk to General Plutel about funding this a bit more.
I can also show you the prototype I have of another device. This one is more in the early stages.
Sure thing.
But if you are busy, I understand. Oh, no? So he excitedly like goes over and grabs the not finished gun. Doesn't have any bullets in it because it can't fire.
And he looks at it.
And he brings it over to the testing range.
He looks at it and he's just like trying to understand what it is. And he's like, "No, this is a gun, correct?"
It is a gun. The gun part is not working, but the interesting part is, and I point to the really probably mangled scope of wires.
Yeah.
What
am I looking at?
It doesn't look like much. Okay, so, and I imagine there's like a screen kind of somewhere on it where you can like set up everything. I imagine it would probably be like right behind the trigger on the stock.
Suddenly,
you're almost meant to kind of like adjust all the settings.
Suddenly, and you see Operative Micah goes and pulls out his codex.
Codex?
No, it's Operative Micah's codex, and he pulls it out and he looks at it. He's like, "Oh crap! All right, I have to go. I'm sorry. There's issues going on.
I understand.
Keep up the good work. I will definitely talk to General Plutel about funding this. If you need,
I will have this more demonstratable next time.
If you need anything, he looks around. You see him like kind of freaking out a little bit, like he needs to go. And he goes and checks the codex on another desk, and you see him kind of like scrolling through something, and then he's like, crap. If you need anything, just I guess contact me, and I will see about getting things situated. I'm sorry that we can't have you going out just yet. There's...
I understand. I tried to like shoo him off because he's obviously in trouble, like, and or something. He needs to go.
Yeah, you see him. He's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And you see he rushes out. The door slides open and closes, and then you hear the ship fly off from outside. And Proto just stares at you, and looks at you and says, "You didn't ask if we could leave."
Oh, I did not, did I? Dr. Cal straight up didn't realize he didn't ask. Well, damn. He looks down.
I'm starting to think you like it here.
He's like, well, I like the lab. Don't necessarily like it here.
Well, then why don't we leave?
Not used. Because we need money, Proto. And we might as well wait until the government that is fighting our enemy says it's safe.
I see. Oh, by the way, I caught a glimpse at what message came through on his codex. Do you want to know what is going on?
Sure, Proto. I would like to know. What did you see?
Apparently, Commander Kurter, as on the codex, specifically told Operative Micah that there is a strange anomaly happening in the city to the west of us.
Wait a second. I think I know what that strange anomaly might be. I've listened to the podcast.
By the time this is out, people should know.
Yeah, that podcast is old, but like that podcast just came out like a week or two ago. Like it's not happened for a while. I'm like, yeah, Proto. Sounds useful. What? Do you want to go and see it?
I am just telling you that I know what kind of is happening. I can see messages through codexes. He was looking through that codex, and he points to the one on the desk that he was scrolling through. He was looking through that because there is a manifest of all of the different command outposts in the area, which also highlights all the different codex information from the other command officers within the area.
So this is just a big blacklist. Well, not blacklist, but big old list of everything going on in the immediate area.
Well, more like that is a manifest of all the command officers within the area.
You see anything of note?
I do not know any of the command officers within the area, so I don't know if there's anything of note.
Well,
I am just letting you know, if you want to contact any other command officers, you can do so by searching through that codex.
He's not crash landed yet. I can't talk with him.
You try.
Matt knows who I'm talking about. You know who I want to talk to. But that's me specifically.
He's not a command officer.
I would know that.
He's not a command officer.
I know, but maybe
you gotta wait a few more weeks.
Maybe it's like calling your parents. You know, like calling. You gotta call your friend's house. You gotta call your friend's mom to talk with your friend. It's that sort of situation. But Dr. Cal just looks back over to the near finished pistol. It's like, well, we have one project nearly done. Let's focus on this, get it slammed out, and then we can sell it. Get some money, maybe do a bit of a shopping spree. Get something more than. I look at the jumpsuit.
We can go.
That's a big old DS Cortex.
Maybe we can actually go to the framework. We can go to the frameworks and get some things like they gave to you for the creation of me.
If we go to frameworks, I don't want you following me in there.
Yes, I understand, Creator, but I would like to go.
I know, but I got the warning that something bad might happen.
Yes, but why would you get a warning in your head? That doesn't make any sense. You have dreams. Don't you just dream? There is no warning in your head.
Maybe I shouldn't have removed all of the human brain in that. Maybe I should have left a little more. Well, Proto, it's hard to explain. But I did get the warning about it, and I trust the source.
You trust the source?
Yes, Proto, I do.
I suppose that is fine. May I know the name of the source?
Appears to be, quote unquote. I put up the two
Yeah.
I don't think they have the quote symbols, but I do
quote
whatever
unquote.
the Newtonian equivalent of the quote figures are. Quote quote. It appears to be the Allfather, the Cerebrum.
You mean...
It's more advanced than any dream I've ever had before. It's influenced by something.
You mean the deity that Montezelic worships?
Yes.
So why would you trust a source that Montezelic worships?
That is a good question. But it isn't just Monty Zelic who worships him. There's a lot of new Gormians. Some a lot better than Monty.
Like you?
I wouldn't necessarily call myself better. Less responsible for war crimes, however, yes.
So you take the side of Core Command over the Zalak Dynasty.
As someone who's learned what they've done, yes.
I am understanding more, I believe. You have noticed a little bit of it's like a gradual change in Proto's demeanor. He's acting more and more alive, rather like not an AI. Like he is learning and growing.
Dr. Cal double checks his coding and he's like, I don't think I added anything different. Maybe it's connected to those weird powers.
Weird powers?
Well, yes, Proto. You have powers I didn't give you. I think they might be connected to your background, well, your body's original inhabitant, Thomas. I think it might be connected to that.
You think so? I have powers.
Well, Proto, how did you disarm that quantum armor before?
It felt like a feeling, like I just knew how to do it.
That is not something I coded in, and it, as far as I know, isn't in your programming.
So then, Dr. Venton did it?
I don't think Dr. Venton did either. It might have something to do with the architects.
The frameworks.
Maybe. The people that I think are talking with architects. Yes.
Then maybe we should go and talk to them and see about what is going on with me.
I will talk with them. I want you to stay away from
Creator, I would like to go.
I understand you would like to go, but I have a warning to not let you go there.
I don't like this warning. And you see him stand up and you see him go over to the door and he's like, I am going to go back into the other room and relax. If you need me,
have fun.
Tell me. The door opens up and closes.
I didn't program temper, so... Maybe I should read some of those parenting books. Maybe that will help. He has a thing where he's like, I didn't think I was going to have to raise a child. I guess that is not what I intended. That's not what I coded, but I guess that's what we're doing. Dr. Cal looks back over to the pistol.
Alright.
It's like, well, I might as well finish this up so we can get some funding.
Alright, so as you're going to work on this...
Funding's better than none.
As you're going to work on this, I would like you to roll me another craft check. Then I would like you to roll me an endurance check. And then I would like you to roll me a discipline will check.
Ooh. Okay, so craft?
Craft
first?
Yeah.
Might as well use that. So that will cost 7 of my mana. Are you kidding me? Sorry, bad rolls. I'm still getting lately bad rolls. That is a 3 salvaging. Okay. So then we add craft on top of that, which is 5. So 3 plus 5 8 plus 6, which is 14. 26. This is salvaging.
All right.
Like, that's how low I am.
Finding a way to prompt the elasticity inside the destroyed alloy that you have. It takes you some time. You have to try different things, like shocking it, putting it in some form of liquid, trying to find the thing that causes it to become elastic so that you can expand it and turn it how you want it to be. This takes a lot of time. What's your endurance?
Oh, endurance roll. Yeah.
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Slow rolls. Jesus. That is a non-
You go, are you kidding me? But then the Discord, you turn into a robot. It's like, are you kidding me?
Jesus. I
I
got a 9.
total.
I got a 9. Yeah. My rolls have been crap today. I think the highest I've rolled is a 6 on the D12.
Yeah, you're getting tired. Like, the more you continuously try different things, it's exhausting and annoying and irritating and frustrating and just pissing you off. I need you to roll me a discipline will check.
Discipline will check. I'm naturally good at that. Oh, okay. Well, there's where all the luck went. I got a 12. And then plus a 10, that equals 22. Plus 4. That's 26.
26.
26.
You are able to last through this continuously doing multiple things to try to prompt this freaking alloy to elasticize. You've also tried to craft different ways in which the gun could mold around. Maybe this thing isn't going to elasticize for you. So you've tried creating shit like different kinds of tech volver shells that you could implant this little orb into to like cause the recoil to not hurt your hand so much.
Yeah.
But that also pisses you off too, and it takes multiple marks.
Way too much time.
It takes a long time. It takes multiple marks. Proto is still upset.
The final.
Proto comes in.
Proto
comes in and out of the place every now and then to grab something from the fridge, grab a nutrition from the fridge, eat it, looks over at you,
right.
looks over at you, and goes, "You still don't need my help, huh?"
Not right now, Proto.
Will you let me go to Frameworks?
No.
Fine. And he leaves. and you continue to work.
Such a big toddler. He's so horrifying. He's so much bigger than me. He has 14 strength. I can't... He's not killing me, so that's a plus. But, like...
You continue to go about this. Your eyes are getting heavy. Your body... You feel like your stamina is lowering each day, and you're not even straining yourself as much as you usually do. But you feel like you're straining yourself.
Such designer hell. Welcome to designer hell.
your
implementation. Implementation hell. That's what it's called.
You just continue to do this Another week passes, and finally, at the end of this, you can't help but pass out on the table. I need you to roll me one more discipline check.
It's like creating Proto all over again. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? Okay. So 14 plus 2. That's a 16.
All right. You pass out. As you pass out.
Thank you, Dice, for making this thematically appropriate.
As you pass out, Dr. Cow, you begin to see what looks like empty space. And then a portal opens in the void of space, and you see it's like green and black portal that opens up, and then it's coming from within this portal. A massive ship begins to flow out, and then you feel yourself begin to fall through space. As you fall, you reach a place inside what seems to be the bridge of a massive vessel. And you see your brother.
The brother. Dr. Joel. Joel. Sorry.
Looks around and he's smiling. And you see some Nugonians that are all right in front of Dr. Joel. And as they are there, they look back to him, and you hear him say, "Begin the cleansing." And you see them all look over and begin to... And then a huge energy beam coalesces at the ship as you are levitating above the ship, and you see it fire out at what looks like some kind of space station. And as it fires out at the space station, you see the energy wave all over this space station. And as it waves over it, you can see inside of it everyone inside the space station begins to scream out in agony. As they scream out, you see them, their forms are changing. You see their bodies completely contorting, parts of their limbs beginning to break apart. Some of them actually turn to mush and lose their entire forms. Some of them begin to contort, their brains begin to extend up and then explode. You see some of them actually begin to form and turn into Nugonians, but then become limp, and then you see them collapse to the ground and start seizing up and dying. And then you look over and you see your brother, and he looks down at all the servants, and the servants look up at him, and they say, "No successes, Tether." And he looks down and is like, "Ready the test again. We will go to another station." and you see him. A portal opens up, and you wake back up.
God damn it, not again, brother. It's like football practice all over again. Whatever Nugonian football is. Brain ball. It's like brain ball all over again. And he kind of like chambers. I imagine he has as much as you can have dark spots underneath your eyes as a Nugonian. He has those. And he kind of like pushes himself up. He's like, I need the nutrition. He kind of goes over to the fridge. Okay. He doesn't even look at the gun. Screw the gun. We're not talking about the gun right now. I think I completed it. I don't know. I don't remember the last few days. I kind of go over and like try getting a nutrition.
Okay, you go over and you go to grab a nutrition. You take one out of the fridge, and you see that there aren't many nutritions left. And you realize Micah hasn't been here for a while. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, it was just me saying all Father instead of Jesus.
Oh, okay.
As he's rubbing his head. Eating a nutrition. Yeah, he just takes some nutrition. And I guess get some water.
Alright.
I assume there's water.
Yes, there is.
He gets some cold water. He grabs another thing of cold water. He starts walking to the room he thinks Proto should be in.
Okay, you go outside, you leave the chamber, and you go over to the med bay, where you see Proto is sitting there. He's just sitting there, staring at the wall. And then looks over towards you.
Need the water?
I don't know. Are we ready to leave?
I just toss the water bottle at it very weakly.
He just catches it.
I kind of roll it to him. Actually, because he's too weak to lift it right now. He just kind of rolls it, okay. Like into Proto's general direction.
You roll it over there, and he just like looks over at you. Is like, you look like you need to sleep.
Probably do.
Maybe if you sleep, we can go to Frameworks when you wake up.
Although, I don't want you to go to Frameworks with me. I just got the bad feeling about it, Proto. I don't want to lose another friend.
You won't lose me. Why do you think that you will lose me?
I got the warning not to bring you there.
Yes, but
I don't want it to be another situation.
That doesn't mean that I cannot protect myself. I protect you. Did I not protect you when you were escaping the Zelic dynasty?
Yes, I know, Proto. I know.
It is not fair. I cannot be cooped up in here just because you're cooped up in here.
I know, Proto.
I don't feel good, Creator.
In what way?
My head hurts.
Mentally? First. That's new. Why would your head hurt?
It feels weird. I don't like it. When I first was turned on, I didn't feel this feeling. It's a feeling. Like what you have. Like what the Prime have. I think it is my body. I want to understand it more. Creator, why Why can I not go to Frameworks? I can protect you and myself.
I know, Proto. I know.
Perhaps Micah
Dr.
can come with
looks
us.
Very, very tired. I don't think Micah has time to come with us.
What if we tell Micah that we can help him with whatever he is doing?
Don't know if we can help with that, Proto.
It has
You
been
might be able to.
It has been 3 weeks.
I know.
I don't like this. I don't like this feeling. Why?
You want to... Do you need to get out, Proto?
I need to get out. I feel like I am angry.
I don't know.
And
Maybe the
my prime programming indicates that I cannot attack you because you are my creator. But I feel the urge to hit something, hit someone, break someone. And I cannot do so to you, and you are the only person here. I am angry because I cannot go to Frameworks, and you do not allow me to go to Frameworks. Or even just leave. To help you get you what you need. But I can't. I am sad.
Dr. Cal is not one for emotions.
Yeah.
So he kind of like opens up the codex that he has, and he just like he tries looking for parenting information. He doesn't know what to do here.
Oh, computer check.
I didn't design Dr. Cal to be good with children. I rolled a 1.
You rolled a 1?
12. I rolled a 1. Yes. Okay. 17.
Looking through your codex to try to find any kind of information on parenting, you are unable to find any information on parenting. You have no codex entries that are regarding parenting in any way. Most of it is just crafting things.
He like starts typing in how to craft a child, and then he erases that. That's not going to work. And Dr. Cal just like, it's like, what did my dad do? And he like reaches into his backpack and he pulls out the little gun that his dad gave him. My dad gave me this. Hey, Proto, do you want this pistol?
He looks over at the pistols.
My dad.
What is that?
It's the pistol my dad gave me. Before I went to Demos Quartet's Academy.
Do you want me to take it and shoot you?
I mean, that's up to you. I just kind of walk over to him and hand him the pistol.
You hand him the pistol.
And,
he looks at it and he is like, is this sentimental?
I guess that's the word for it. It's the last thing I had to my dad. He's dead.
He's dead.
You're the last thing I have to Dr. Vinton.
How did he
Dr.
die?
Vinton is dead. My father?
Yes.
I never attended the funeral. I don't even know. I was too busy working on a project. Back in the academy. I'm not used to friends.
Do you regret?
To a brother who is an asshole.
Do you regret?
I guess I regret. Yes, Proto. I never knew my father well. Me and my brother would make fun of him when we were younger. We both were born into the Deimos quartets almost. My father saw their takeover. We thought he was crazy when he said how bad they were. Dr. Joel probably still thinks they are. Proto, did I ever tell you I have a brother? I think I did.
Yes. You see him stand up. He puts.
I did?
He puts the gun down, and then he goes over to you, and he gives you a hug.
Dr. Cal just like grabs with one of his semi-tired arms and just pats Proto's back. Like, I guess he pats the back of his leg. He can't really reach the back. So he kind of pats the back of his hip.
You hear Proto say,
like,
"Do not worry, Creator. I will attend your funeral."
That is good, Proto, I guess. I think that's the lesson I was teaching. Maybe.
as that
gonna
happens,
go sleep, Proto. And he kind of like hops up on a bed.
You hop up on the bed and you go to sleep. And we're going to end the session there.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know what you expected Dr. Cal to do with emotional problems. But that's the best he can do. I didn't make an emotional character, Matt.
I know. But, I mean...
I made...
Mr. Proto is getting a little bit emotional.
I think that's the best. Proto has more emotions than Dr. Cal does right now. So that's what we call character growth.
Well, thank you for playing for the second session, the second entry that we have here. And thank you all for listening to the Doctor series, Entry 2. And we will continue on again next week. Thanks.
Maybe one day Dr. Cal will learn the meaning of family.
Yes, maybe
something
one day.
Like that.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.
And if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power. End credits. I thank you for listening to The Doctor. Be sure to check out the official New Age campaign, now releasing here on the podcast and streaming bi-weekly Tuesdays on Twitch. A link will be found in the description of this entry. And if you want to be reborn yourself, you can subscribe as a Chosen to access Chosen Creation and exclusive Codex entries. Until next time, travelers, be safe, stay safe, and if death comes to you, may you be reborn in power.